Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Olympic Breaker Apologizes. I know exactly what they're talking about. Let's look at language focus. 1번. A few decades back, Jamaica sent its first bobsled team to the Winter Olympic Games, and everybody loved it. Okay, so as you can see, I've highlighted just the word back at the moment. So use back to express how long ago something happened. It means the same thing as ago, but it sounds slightly informal. It is often used in combination with a few years, weeks, months, etc., etc. So back, 기간, 시간, 전에. ago랑 같은 의미이지만 ago는 일상에 조금 더 가깝네. A few랑 함께 자주 사용합니다. A few weeks, a few days, a few months back, ago, etc., etc. So, let's have a look at our first examples. I used to box a little bit, but that was a few years back. 복싱을 조금 하긴 했는데 그건 몇 년 전의 일입니다. So, a few years back. A few something back. A few months back, I ran into Haziba at the mall. 몇 달 전 쇼핑몰에서 하지바를 마주쳤습니다. 우연히 만났습니다, basically. Alright. Very easy, that one, I think. Let's move on to 2번 now. Sure enough, Reagan's performance looked amateurish and she indeed lost badly. Sure enough is what we'll concentrate on now. So use sure enough to express that something was as anticipated, predicted, or promised. So basically, sure enough, 아니나 다를까. So 무언가가 예상했거나 약속한 대로 일어났을 때 쓰는 표현이다. So example, sure enough, Jan won the contest easily. 아니나 다를까, 젠은 대회를 쉽게 우승했습니다. Well, Victor told us he would find the answer. And sure enough, he did. So, 빅터가 우리에게 답을 찾겠다고 말했고, 아니나 다를까 그 답을 찾았습니다. So, sure enough. Alright, now let's move on to the language focus quiz. 1번. A few years back, was very popular. Remember when we talk about back, 기간, 시간, 전에. like ago랑 같은 의미지만 ago 일상에 조금 더 가깝다. So, a few years back, was very popular. Wonder Girls was very popular. So, a few years back, 몇 년 전에 Wonder Girls가 큰 인기를 끌었습니다. 2번, a few centuries back, people had to, a few centuries back, people had to use candles for lights. 세기 전만 해도 사람들은 조명으로 촛불을 사용해야 했습니다. Okay, 3번. Sure enough, was the winner of Remember, sure enough, 아니나 다를까. So, sure enough, let's say, Argentina was the winner of the World Cup. So, 아니나 다를까, 아르헨티나가 월드컵 우승국이었습니다. 4번. Told everybody he or she would, and sure enough, it was true. So, example, Rachel told everybody she would be a successful business woman, and sure enough, it was true. So 레이첼은 모두에게 성공한 사업가가 될 거라고 말했고 아니나 다를까 그 말은 사실이었습니다. Alright, now let's move on to the further discussion. 1번. If you had been in Reagan's shoes, would you have agreed to participate in Olympic Games? Why or why not? 당신이 레이건 입장이 있으면 올림픽 출전에 동의하셨겠습니까? 그 이유는? Probably not, because I'm not exactly sure why she decided that it was a good idea to enter the Olympics, even though she is a so-called professor in that area. I think she said that she was a professor, or it was reported that she was a professor. She's obviously not good, and she should know that she's not good. To be honest with you, I think the fact that she went to the Olympics, she should be ashamed of herself, because she basically took a spot off a person who worked really hard to be a good breakdancer. And she made basically she was the highlight of the Olympics, but she was basically not like, it's kind of like me trying to say that I'm like a fast runner, which I'm not. And because of that, someone else missed out, a faster person than me. And so I think she should not have gone to the Olympics. But she did, and everyone saw what happened. 2번, why do you think Reagan got no sympathy as an underdog, unlike the Jamaican bobsled team? 왜 레이건은 자메이카 bobsled 이 팀과 달리 약팀 동정심을 받지 못했다고 생각하세요? I think it was because that the Jamaican bobsled team actually really practice hard to get into the Olympics. They had to go through qualifications. They had to, well, from what I saw of the movie Cool Runnings, I don't know how much of it is true, but it seems like they were working really hard to get to where they were just to get into the Winter Olympics. Reagan kind of didn't look like she practiced at all, and if she did, she didn't do a very good job of it. I think, at least the Jamaican bobsled team looked like they were doing their job properly, whereas Reagan did not look like she knew how to breakdance at all. And in fact, it was just really embarrassing as an Australian to watch the whole thing go down. She's sort of an embarrassment, to be honest with you. But it's said and done, and nothing else we can do. All right, that wraps it up for today's class, and I'll see you on the next class.
Underdog.
Underdog.
Oceania.
Oceania.
Amateurish.
Amateurish.
Go over like a lead balloon.
Go over like a lead balloon.
Make a mockery of something.
Make a mockery of something.
Cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation.